Afternoon, Matt Buck.
Afternoon, JP Tocker, and welcome into Evans Bay Park for the semi-final in the Premiership for the first 15 competition in Wellington between St Patrick's Town, qualified second, and the Old Foe through the tunnel in Wellington College. Coming to you live on the Maris St Pat's Facebook page as the Wellington College supporters make their way, their normal walk around Evans Bay Park before kick-off, and make their way, I assume, over the other side. But JP, both former St Pat's Town old boys, Maris St Pat's members and former player and yourself, along with Michael Holden on camera. It's great to be here, and it's great that it's dawned a beautiful day for what should be a pretty good game of footy.
Well, I'm hoping you can hear us. It's pretty noisy, as you can hear in the background. No, it's going to be a fantastic day. The weather is good. It's a bit damp underfoot, but that should be okay. Wellington College rate themselves big time today. Coaches talking a storm, and so they should. 2,000 students. They're nearly 3 times the size of St Pat's Town. So I'd say Town's definitely the underdog for me.
Yep.
However, should we talk about that 4-pack?
Yeah, exactly. Look, I think in my role as the business manager at the college, JP, it's been interesting to watch this team grow under the coaching of not just Ross Bond, but the people under him, and that includes Bernie Upton, Charlie Gubb, Andre Bell. You can't forget, of course, Chris Sterling, the rugby director, and Willie Leota, of course, who's come out of the Scots College system. So watching these players grow week in, week out, from where they've come at the start of the year to where they are now, and I suppose that culminated with their win over Silverstream, which was a terrific team performance. I do wonder whether they know, they'll keep it pretty simple today, but they know they've got the quality to beat Wellington College.
We should talk about the St Pat's Town coaching staff this year, who have taken probably a solid first 15 and turned it into a really competitive one.
I mean, the first 3 games, they won't shy away from it. They played St Bede's, Napier boys, and I think Palmerston North boys, and they had 126 points scored on them, and they only scored 8 points themselves. To come from where they've gone to where they are now, they've got some pretty quality players. We look through the forward pack, Kasner at hooker's a quality player. Charlie Potham and Ben Higgs, the names of son of John and son of Daryl, of course, nephew of Richard, and Potham and Higgs, great Maris St Pat's people. Jordan Chapman's a superstar captain, 3rd year in the first 15. He will probably go, unfortunately, to rugby league next year. Well, it's not unfortunate for Jordan, but I think the Australian scouts are after him. Luca Bellucci, and we send out our regards to Massimo's father and all the people watching Italy. Luca has been a revelation since he's been at the college for just on 3 months as an international student. He comes out of pretty good systems in Italy. He played 1 game in the second 15, and then they realised what quality was. He was the man of the match against Silverstream. Played an outstanding game. And then Jeremiah Collins. Well, Collins is a name, JP, that you know very well. Jeremiah's a nephew of Jerry, the late Jerry Collins, and just carries really hard indeed. So they keep it pretty simple in the back line. Jay Burns, a young footballer. Francis Metric is a very good footballer at second 5. I think they'd rather play him at fullback. He's pretty elusive. And then you go back to the fullback in Zion Fuiava. Left foot kick, which is always a great talent to have. We'll do the goal kicking today, and I expect them to go pretty well. The superstar of the team, the kid that everyone loves, is this kid in the number 19 jersey, Ronnie Sofini. Ronnie is 15, and when he comes on, JP, he's a big 15-year-old. And talking to Bernie Upton, talking to Luca Bellucci, and all these guys, they've got big raps on him. They reckon he's a real ball player. So keep an eye on him. He's only 5th form, but this should be a really good game. For the Wellington College lineup, JP, there's one man in the team, and that's the first 5 in Stanley Solomon, who basically single-handedly beat St Pat's by himself in the traditional game. There's a Sapoanga at halfback. He'll always be a useful player. They've got a relatively big locking combination, a big pack. And Sam Mayo out the back, the son of Tristan, who, of course, JP, you played a lot of rugby for and against. Tristan Mayo was a talented footballer.
Biggest calves I've ever seen.
Biggest calves. But his son, when he runs out, you'll know which one's the Mayo, because, again, a fullback who's about 6'93". So, yeah, looking forward to this one. St Pat's, as I said, qualified second. JP, Wellington College 3rd. Of course, the other semi-final going on, which we'll keep you updated on, is Silverstream versus Rongotai, and they will be Silverstream Rongotai, and that's played at Silverstream, and that kicks off like this one in around a couple of minutes.
If you're tuning in, an old boy of St. Pat's Town, you'll be happy to know that Wayne Mills is actually still alive, and he still looks about the same age as he did about 20 years ago, Bucky. Got his aviators on, very Tom Cruise-like.
One of the great survivors. Actually left the college, came for 1 year. I learned it the other day. Won a McKevity Shield as the coach. Then got headhunted to Taita College of all places, and then took over from John Jarvis, the great John Jarvis. So
okay.
So yeah, really been now here for 30 odd years, and Millsy does a great job. He keeps everyone in line. Deputy Rector. Good crowd in those. Wellington College now come back into the change rooms. Interesting there with their warm-up. I turned up probably at about 1:15ish, and the kickers were already out for Wellington College. They have been out there a long time warming up as Stanley Solomon takes them back into the sheds. Relatively two, I reckon, same-size packs, and Pats will look for dominance there. But Solomon's the issue at first five.
We'll talk about the Wellington College coaching staff. Piri Wepu, Phil Cartone from Norths, and went to Viard College, and his best mate Johnny Schwogler, who was a Viard College fellow himself, but his son Prestige is at Wellington College, so good crew to have.
Yeah,
bit of youth though, but something a little bit different.
Yeah, and I think the first 15. The first 15s in any team require good coaching. It's all volunteered. As the Smurf leads St. Pat's Town out onto Evans Bay Stadium. Have a look at this.
How good.
Jamie Fairmaid, the referee, a high quality referee, JP from we've seen him do a lot of premier games in Wellington. Yep. Two experienced touch judges as well, which is required for these sort of games.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm not saying they're going to get heated, but you can see the students are close to the sideline. It's not back in the stand, so it can get a bit messy at times. So so Jordan Chapman leads out the St. Pat's first 15.
Wellington College still forgot their manners. Hey, it's a Catholic school. We don't know, never heard any booing before. So well behaved we're at St. Pat's Town.
Just for the viewers out there, JP, due to this not being a traditional match, I believe no huckers today.
Yep.
So that will probably cut the presentation time by about 15 minutes. So no huckers today.
And not a lot of wind out here either, Bucky. So. Well, in fact, no wind. So today we talk about that southern end corner where the flats are. That's hard to get out of.
Yep.
That's a good opportunity for either team to play down there.
Yeah, both
corners
as well. Both corners, JP.
Yep.
We call them the Whātonu Philly corners.
Yep.
I call that one the Whātonu Philly corner towards Swintle, and that one really the Marison Patch forward pack corner. They just love putting teams in there, and and that's what St. Pat's will look to today. I don't know if I like to run out like that, JP.
I've never seen anything like it. Not in New Zealand anyway. Just get that flag moved so you can... So we Wellington College running towards the airport end, and St. Pat's Town running to the pool. And can I grab that Wellington College team sheet off you for a second there? Stanley Solomon, Noah's parents pretty well. Just a little fella. He's put on a bit of size just to turn up to the Gareth Head clinics and help out with a bit of coaching. And good kid.
He's got a delay here, I think.
He's just going to try and get the Cole guys back off the rope. It's going to be pretty noisy over here, I reckon, Bucky. We're going to have to see how we go. drop us a message if you're struggling with the audio. Might ask the guy with the megaphone to move a bit.
That's what the All Blacks are expecting at Ellis Park tonight, JP.
Oh, they're going to get pumped. There'll be 25 in it, I reckon. Wellington College kick deep. There's that left boot early. Here comes Mayo. Look,
See the size of him?
he's huge, isn't he? 35 metres out, Wellington College. First attacking opportunity to the ball. Town have turned it over. First blood, St. Pat's Town.
Bellucci straight away. And here's Kippen!
Big numbers out here to the right-hand side. If they can shift the ball, bit of space. Metric. Town Honatek steps inside, is crunched into touch.
Yeah, came from the turnover from Bellucci down there. You got to watch this kid, JP, for the next 5 minutes or so. Didn't play in the game against Wellington College. He's come, as I said, out of Italy. Will be a real threat around the breakdown area. Very focused. Spoke to him this morning. He is very focused for this match. To the point where we're still in bed at about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Jack Seward just ran into a bit of traffic and bunted into the sideline. Seolo.
Good line out.
Taking for Wellington College. Hey, bro. We're going to have to ask these guys. Have you got, hey, bro. You live down there, so we're just trying to, we've got these horns going hard right in front of us, and we'll see where we can go. Wellington College looking to get out of their own 22. It was a big tackle. Ball went in the air, and he probably just was unable to regather buck in. Wellington College will regain the possession, but you know that's a big hit early on.
Yeah,
St. Pat's Town turning up.
Max Crawford, the 13 for St. Pat's Town. JP started on the wing. Probably I think started in the second 15 even into the wing now. Now it's made the midfield position his own. Inside Francis Metric, a really good midfield pairing. So really good tackle. We know, speaking to Bernie Upton and Willie, they're going to try and attack at scrum time. So here's the first scrum. St. Pat's expecting to dominate.
Just reply to Mary English is asking me where she can see the game. I better let her know. Mary St. Pat's Facebook page.
Good scrum first up by Mary St. Pat's. Second shot by Wellington College. That was Solomon. Kicks long and deep. We expected that from Solomon today. But all the Wellington College players, the winger in particular, is offside. So penalty. Don't be surprised if they go to the line out here.
I feel like I'm at Ellis Park. There's a lot of noise around us, isn't it? Plenty happening. Mate, I've just Luca Bellucci. I think I may have seen like one of his, maybe his first game or second game against Scots College.
Yep.
Obviously a massive standout, and what an amazing opportunity for him to come over here and play some great footy.
Yeah, so 3 months he's out for. Has, as I said, arrived. Comes from a really good rugby background, from a rugby club. Been in touch with his father, Massimo. As I said, I think the local rugby club, his local rugby club in Italy, is sitting down and watching this. Massimo, if you're out there and hearing this, thank you for giving us your son for 3 months, that's for sure. But line out, 5 metres out. This is Bernie Upton's bread and butter, JP. I've been down at training a couple of times. Just got to get the throw right.
Higgs, son of Daryl Higgs, plays
like
the family name. Well taken by St. Pat's Town as the drive builds up over the 5. Good momentum from them. They've got Wellington College in a high body position. Building a line. St. Pat's Town get over the line early. Fantastic take from Higgs.
Yeah, Sali the hooker, Kesner the hooker, has been in wonderful form this season. He just sat in the boot, didn't he? A great throw. They spoke about him before the game, JP, and said he was pretty wound up, but he did the basics there well. He put the ball under his arm. He got the forwards driving forward. And St. Pat's good try. Good start, but it's only a start. Couple of chance going. We thought we'd just leave that. This will be short. He hasn't hit this well at all. Yeah, under the post it goes. So 5-0. We'll keep an eye on the time with our cameraman, Michael Holden, but I think probably 5 minutes gone.
Again a bit. Having some stream issues. We might have a bit of contention on the cell tower. Solomon for the restart. His mother, Erin Rush, played for the Women's All Blacks and played sevens. And
I'd like to see Wellington College actually use the ball. I reckon they've got a better backline.
Yep.
And their backs are, I think sometimes they look for the kick before they play. So ball went down to Bond, charged down. He was charged down a couple of times once against Hibs last week, but played pretty well. So he'll want to bounce back from that.
Point line out for Town.
Pressure from Wellington College.
Sale throws in.
Potham goes up.
He's got the hairdo like Dad. Wayward ball into St. Pat's Town territory. This will be a
line dropout.
Yeah, line dropout. So just a little bit unorganised. Their first exit play.
Scrum. Poor option taking from St. Pat's Town there, and they'll be disappointed with that because it started with Bond's charge down, and then the poor pass going into no man's land. It was well done by Potham at the front, so they'll be disappointed.
We are struggling for bandwidth at Evans Bay Park today. We've probably got about 400 cell phones standing all the way around us.
Hopefully that'll settle down.
Yeah, I hope so too. I can see the light going red and green. Wellington College feed close to St. Pat's line. Their first real opportunity of the game, and they've split the back line with Mayo out here to the left. And outside him is Toi Tama Tiatia. Tiatia is a famous Wellington College last name.
Yeah. Big crowd in Evans Bay Park, the venue. 7 minutes gone. St. Pat's 5. The visitors Wellington College 0. This is semi-final football. The winner goes to the big dance at Jerry Collins Stadium next week. The loser, this could be the last time they play for their schools, especially in the year 13s. Good scrum, St. Pat's Town. Pressure on. Here's Solomon, who'll look at taking on Bond. He steps. Bond misses the tackle, but Bellucci. Try to Solomon.
Devon Supawanga, the pass gave him width, which meant Bond had to get up quickly, and he just saw a little bit of space on the inside. A good right foot step from Solomon, which is a good 5 points for Wellington College. They bounce back quickly here at Evans Bay Park.
Yeah, it's an attacking point, the number 10 jersey for St. Pat's Town, and again Solomon went at his man, he stepped him and beat him, and Bellucci couldn't pick him up on the inside, and he scores. They knew it was coming, St. Pat's Town, they knew it was coming. And it came in the form of a try. So about 8 minutes gone here. Remember, 35-minute halves. 35-minute halves. This game really hasn't settled down yet. It's up towards the posts. It's over! Goal kicking all important in these sort of games, and yeah, he's a sharp shooter. Scores a try, converts his own try. We spoke about that pre-game, JP. He is one to watch.
Metric have the restart for St. Pat's Town.
Metric now to kick off. It's a bit of a wobbly one, as Metric can only do, and it's out. It's okay.
Tavaga. Seal. It's a throw into the line out.
Crowd still pouring into Evans Bay.
Good numbers. Probably biggest crowd I've seen here in a few years. Especially for a Saturday game, as the throws wayward. Bounces St. Pat's Town side, but it's picked up by the open side for Wellington College. He's going to get up over the halfway. A little bit lucky there. They'll play ball, Wellington College. Making good yards, 45 metres out from the town line. Solomon cut out ball wide. His space is out here to the left.
He's dropped it, is he?
Yeah, I think he dropped it. We just can't quite see, but good passage of play from Wellington College. Probably the first time they've actually moved the ball with a bit of width, Bucky.
Yeah, and look again, they went down the channel. Good line-out ball. It was actually not good line-out ball. It was contested well by Wellington College. There was an option for a line or a scrum, and Chapman's taken the scrum. Shaky start. They scored the early try, but it's been shaky since for St. Pat's. They want to reconnect here, stay in the fight. Haven't seen Collins yet carry. He might carry off the scrum.
Yeah, we're probably suffering a little bit, Bucky. Just there's a lot of people here, which means the local cell tower will be getting hammered, and that will affect the video of the game. But we'll see what we can do. Burns to the feed. He's got metric really flat.
Looks like Matt Crawford's going to take the ball up.
Down, trying to get some width on the ball, and they do. Huge wide open spaces.
There's a Pickering.
Up over the halfway, a little bit late to the play, and
he's isolated.
Yeah. St. Pat's Town just a little bit late on that clean, and Wellington College getting into a good position for a turnover. And St. Pat's Town looking to try and play some width, Bucky. Wellington College countered very well.
Seems to be a bit of a change of tactics from where they've come from, because the games I've seen them, they've kept it very tight. Collins has carried a lot. We haven't seen him carry yet. But that one, double sort of bluff, and Crawford looked to take the ball on an inside channel, but no, they went wide, and Pickering was isolated. Good tackle, Wellington College. Good defence. They've settled well, Wellington College.
What is going on?
So Chapman's taken that one in, JP.
Good contestable kick to put Mayo under some pressure. The big fullback slices straight up the middle. Mayo's got men out to the left-hand side. If he can link up, it's a wobbly old pass over here, but it goes to hand. Solomon chip over the top, and it's a kick to nobody. St. Pat's Town regather. They're under pressure here inside their own 5 metre line. They must exit well. And
lucky to get a penalty, St. Pat's Town. Yeah, it went early, Wellington College, but yeah, putting all the pressure on it. Poor kicking options from St. Pat's Town. They worried about this, the coaching staff.
Well, the kick chase, the kick was really, I thought, really well weighted, but just the pressure on Mayo was almost non-existent. He went straight up the midfield, and for a big guy, looks like Geordie Barrett, really, and he's at least 6'3", 6'4". Probably still got some growing to do, and he's got some wheels on him.
Ball's gone missing. Someone's run off or hidden it. There it is, it's arrived, back again. Seven points to 5, Wellington College lead. Just over 16 minutes gone, it's a good kick.
Zine Fuyava, he got a truckload of skills, isn't he? He can kick off both feet and moves really well.
Started the year in the second 15, played out here against Hataparoa, played against their first 15, showed some skills and was into the first 15. Line out time, St. Pat's Town.
Yeah, pressure on the throw from the Wellington College sideline. Bond.
Here's Collins.
First real touch of the game, and Collins rumbles up towards the halfway. Good start from him. St. Pat's Town start to build a bit of attacking momentum inside their own half. Blyde chops and goes. Good tackle on him. It's good counter-rucking from Wellington College. They're piling in numbers at the ruck.
There's Chapman.
Powerful
battles away like Artie Sevilla does.
I can see why the league scouts are after him. It's metric, cut out ball, Wellington College. Get up here hard and put some pressure on them. May have turned this one over. Ball's at the back of the ruck there. Double turnover. Is that Bellucci?
Yep. Absolute nuisance from Bellucci there. And then Max Crawford is Nathan the centres. They seem to have something going on, those two. They do a lot of work together. You know, don't they look better, St Pat's, when Collins carries hard, and then Chapman. Again, you talk to the coaching staff at St Pat's, and Chapman, yeah, as I said to you, probably will go to league, but his skill set and his the way he drives, his leg drive, etc. Does play for the Orcas.
Oh, does he?
In the under-19s, I think.
Okay.
His school bag is an Orcas bag as well. So I think he's got something to do with rugby league.
Okay, well, mate, look,
but the captain of the first 15, third year in it, doing a wonderful job. Another line out.
St Pat's Town has stacked their back line. Collins is out here. To throw from Sully. Just that leg drive.
Here's Chapman, first receiver.
Goes to the weak shoulder around Solomon. Good carry from Chapman, still maintains his feet. Very much like Artie Savert. Bond, Berg, cut out ball for Ava. Steps and goes and has a look, can he get the arms free? He finds the man on the outside. It's a little bit blinded here, but St Pat's Town have maintained possession. The advantage is theirs.
This boy's a good kid.
Sima Whangai, good carry from him.
This needs to go to Chapman or Collins now. Collins is waiting.
Just building here, nice in St Pat's Town. That's going to maintain their patience. Number 14, Sort, cuts back infield, looking for the big boys.
Wellington under 16 player, Jack Sewer. Collins. Is what they call a gub formation, or a gubby, they've called it. Here's Collins. Good tackle, Wellington College. I think we'll go back now. Let's have a look.
Joe Carissa, a couple of good carries from him.
I think he's got them for offside, Wellington College.
Yeah, okay. So is he always going to have a chat with the skip?
He's called someone out though, which is interesting.
Number 11, was he?
Might have been a high shot, I think, down here. Hopefully nothing in it. The great thing about Fairmaid during the Silverstream St Pat's game, he refereed with real common sense and consistency.
Yeah, I thought he had a cracking game, actually. I sent him a message. He missed out on some club footage to COVID. Yep. But I thought that Silverstream game, at this level, you just need to talk to the guys, don't you?
Yeah, and there was a couple of... The Silverstream in the first took a player out in the end, and St Pat's didn't sing it up, but he spoke to both players. No cards, just a penalty, and said, calm down. And I think it sort of set the tone for the game. St Pat's going for the line out, JP. The line out seems to be working well.
Some great Mara St Pat's names, Higgs, Hotham. Doing the work in the middle of the road for St Pat's Town, and Sully have the throw in. They drive well, St Pat's Town, from this position of the field. It's a roll and play, but it's not straight.
That's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give 3, go back to, we'll go up 8-7, but I think they'll have a dig here with the scrum. We speak about corners at Evans Bay Park, don't we, JP? They're hard to get out of. If you just joined us, 20 minutes gone, 21 minutes gone. This is live rugby.
Yeah, the clock's a little bit behind. We've got it working, but a lot of technology to organise. 35-minute
halves, of course. Scoreboard reads St Pat's 5, the visitors 7.
Supawanga with the feed. Need to find out which Supawanga.
Just another one on the conveyor belt.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a good scrum from St Pat's Town.
Great scrum from St Pat's Town. Solomon looks to exit and looks to find touch and has carved off some huge meters, and that block has probably lost forward into touch by this Jack Sewer. And it will be Wellington College ball.
I think that'll worry. I think it'll worry St Pat's. There are a couple of mistakes, but that scrum was enormous. So they'll take a lot out of that.
Yep.
That's not straight.
Big there we go.
Yeah, of course, you can only push 1.5 meters in college rugby, in first 15 rugby.
Oh, I haven't done one of these first 15 games in a few years. It's pretty cool. I love doing the club footy stuff, but it's their passion, eh? Oh, Jesus. Burns will go short to Metric again. Good yards over the game line, carries well. Bond,
Collins.
flat and delivering. Here he comes.
It's Chapman again.
Yeah, Chapman and Collins working in tandem, but St. Pat's down. Got some momentum through the middle of the field, up over the 20. Big numbers out to the right side. And just coming in on a poor angle. And St. Pat's Town give away a penalty.
Yep.
But they're looking dangerous when they're moving that ball outside 3 into that edge. And Collins, Chapman get involved. You know, the breaking tackles, they're getting arms through Bucky.
Worked well into the game, Collins, Bellucci and Chapman, yeah. The Wellington College in this fight, still up 7-5.
Max Crawford's carrying well.
Yeah, big body Crawford.
Yeah, he's a big fella. I'll tell you what, Caden Bond's growing.
Yeah.
I mean, remember him being a little fella hanging around now St. Pat's. As Solomon goes up and high and it's wide and Sewer's under it. There's a bit of pressure on him. Knock on, St. Pat's down. Wellington College will have the pill. Jack Solomon, it's a confidence game, these first 15 matches, and he probably just needed to get up and get in the air. You cannot touch the player in the air at first 15 footy.
No. You shouldn't be able to in international rugby
Yeah,
either.
I think so. It's just time to get rid of it. I keep looking down at the screen to see if we're green, orange or red. If we're green, it means we're good. We've got lots of bandwidth. If it goes orange or red, then we're in trouble. So if you're just seeing that stuttering a little bit, we've just got a lot of people here at Evans Bay, which means lots of cell phones, lots of traffic on the tower. And Sipawanga will have a feed just on the 22, 5 in from touch. And Toi Tamatete is standing just in behind Solomon. He's lurking.
25 minutes gone, JP. 10 minutes to go in this first half.
I'm putting money on either a Kennedy roll and Toi Tamatete will pop outside Afa Muliana.
It really depends what sort of scrum ball they get, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got to get that side up. Town scrum's actually gone really well, isn't it?
These sort of first 15 games played with so much emotion don't really settle down quickly, do they?
No, they don't. Good scrum from Town. Cole's pop is going to put pressure on Solomon. Looks to find Kennedy. Rolling behind as we talked about. Up over the 20, but couldn't find space. Good defence from St. Pat's Town and turnover.
Yeah, from the side. He's been fair on that there, mate. But they look good, don't they? When they go outside Solomon, they look really, really good.
Yep.
He's tapped that.
Quick tap, finding wide open spaces. Mayo was just probably slightly out of position. And it'll be Wellington College throw-in, but good work from Caden Bond, who just looking to try and speed this game up a little bit. He's certainly taller than the old man.
Not as loud, though.
Not as loud, no.
The halfback in Jay Burns is a young player, I think only 5th form. Higgs goes up and tries to contest, it's back.
Tap down the Wellington College side. They're going to hold on to this. Sipawanga's going to find Solomon in the pocket. He's going to go down the sideline. Outstanding kick from Solomon, but Sewer's got it. He's talking to the crowd, which is probably just needs to focus on his game. He gets away from 1 or 2, but gets crunched. And the ball will come out on St. Pat's downside, but there's pressure of the ruck here. Wellington College will turn this one over.
Little penalty.
And Jack Sewer just needs to focus on the game bucket. He's talking to the crowd. Yeah. His head's not in it. And he had a man outside him. He probably should have given that a little bit earlier. So the clock on the screen is a little bit behind. So we're probably coming up. What have we got?
I've got about 27 minutes gone,
okay.
JP. 28.
7 points to 5. Wellington College over St. Pat's Town. Semi-final, Evans Bay Park.
Our official timekeeper, Michael Holden, on camera today, doing a wonderful job. 23 minutes 30 he's got.
What was your last year at Town, Michael? 2004. Well taken from Wellington College. They build the momentum inside the 22 of St. Pat's Town. They're rolling high. Town just a little bit sideways. Maiden's called. He wants the ball. Ball goes to ground. Supawanga. Solomon flat and wide. Cut out ball. Kennedy looks to go up and over the top. Metric can't get him. Bond picks him up. 15 out from touch. High tackle.
100 advantage. Solomon in the pocket for a droppy. It is over!
Stanley Solomon showed Evans Bay Park here today. His old man he had a bit of a chat during the week and thought he's going to control the game for them, and he's doing just that.
$10-5.
Yeah, we've got to chuck some points on here. Yeah, metric restart for Town. It's wobbly, bounces off the chest. And that's going to go straight into touch. So here's an opportunity for St. Pat's Town, Bucky.
Yeah, it just seems to be a little lack of urgency in St. Pat's at the moment. They seem to be, even that kick off the chase wasn't done with great urgency. So line-out has to be good. The last line-out was poor. Seems to see what the coach is saying as Bellucci comes back into the midfield with Chapman. Got Wellington College for a knock-on, so the ball is coming back. Here's Collins.
Puts his head down, gets through the first one always. He's guaranteed, isn't he? St. Pat's Town need to get more cleaners to the ball. They're going to turn this one over. It's about 4th or 5th turnover for today. And Foyava needs to get back.
Great kick from the halfback.
Yeah, Foyava's just a little bit slow to get back, and Solomon's putting a lot of pressure on early. It's a mixed up. It's going to go straight to hand. And Stanley Solomon, the only chaser for Wellington College, and some lackadaisical casual follow-up from St. Pat's Town has cost them another 7 points.
Yeah, not good at all. They were really lazy going back. The fullback and the winger Pickering not good enough at first 15 level. They didn't know, they didn't communicate, and it was a real coach killer that. It came from a turnover from Wellington College, who looked like they're working harder, in particular in the midfield. I don't know where St. Pat's have gone with this the shifting the ball wide. They look best when they're carrying close, and real concerns now. Solomon kicks conversion. 17 points to 5.
I'd already put the 17 up. I didn't want to bend over again. There's all Wellington College mostly in this first half.
Yep.
Town have built some good phases for Chapman and Collins and Bellucci. Metrics look strong with the ball when he gets it. But they haven't maintained past 5th and 6th phase because they're turning over. I'm sure Bondi and Upton and co will be all over that at half time.
Yeah, really poor from the back two, basically. And we've seen Jack Sewer, who hasn't had his mind in the game either. It's only first 15 rugby, of course. It's a great take from Popham.
Town have opportunities late in the first half. They need to build some confidence. They come around the corner again.
Just got to keep it tight. This sort of stuff. It's when they play their best footy. Look at this.
Singafangai getting the ball going. Bond.
This is where it's becoming unstuck.
Fuiava steps off the right. Good tackle on him. Numbers there. Someone inside ball to Chapman. This should be a penalty. Hands in there, all over it, and it is. St. Pat's Town must commit more numbers at the rucks. The backs have got to start getting in low, smashing the opposition at ruck time if they want to dominate and go past phase 2 and 3. It's also slowing their momentum down. So the guys like Chapman and Collins, who are getting up over the game line and struggle to get good front foot ball.
Yeah, I think it's a good call taking the scrum. They've got scrum dominance. They've just joined us. 17-5. A hot streak for Wellington College. Also the points of Stanley Solomon, this wonderful, talented first 5'8" out of the Axeman Club of Wellington. Looks like he's packing down on the side of the scrum, maybe. No, he's pushed back out.
Collins standing at first receiver.
It is, yeah.
So is Bondi packing down, is he?
I would imagine so, he is.
on the left-hand side there. Here he goes. He's just going straight. Shot ball to metric. Close to the line. St. Pat's down. The ball's slow again. They're going to go short to the left. Fairmay's looking. We can't see. Held up.
He's gone for a penalty, I think.
It's week 22.
No, he's gone for a goal line dropout.
Almost
I don't think anyone knows what's going on, do they?
No, yeah, it almost ripped him, didn't it?
Hey? Oh, 5 minutes probably. 5 minutes to go. So a wobbly one down to metric.
Briava chips and goes. Oh, what's he doing? He's just given Tristan May an opportunity to smash the ball back downfield, and oh well.
Just really poor option taking from St. Pat's Town at the moment.
Yep.
The forwards are trying to work really hard. They're not getting much back from their backs though. And that's a poor option from Metric even. He's a senior player. He should have carded the ball forward.
Yeah, the bigger of the two players, and then Jack Seward. It's not just probably the old confidence is knocked a bit as Wellington College will have the ball inside St. Pat's Town half. Good ball taken at the front by Mallet. He's had a good game so far, Mallet. It's been 2 or 3 turnovers. Jamie Fairmaid's calling for the ball. Sipwanga goes high, puts Jack Sill under all sorts of pressure. He's got to bring the ball out. He's now going to have to get rid of it, and he does. Well, they're now picking on him, Wellington College. And, you know, when you get into a hole like this, it's like getting the yips and you're bowling. It's really hard to get out of. Managed to carve off some metres, which you'll be happy about.
Really good tactics from Wellington College. Just on-field leadership, just rising to the fore. Time off, waiting for the ball to come back once again.
Bloody hell, it's noisy. Hopefully those horns run out of gas soon. The megaphone's going. Silverstream normally bring a chainsaw. I don't know if they bought their chainsaw this year. Sutherland, good take from him. Just building nicely around the drive. The ball pops out the back and it's picked up by Sealor.
Yeah, high shot from Chapman.
Yeah. Too hot. They want a scrum here, the Wellington College. They're not happy with what they've got.
Sent a message from Akara, from Hamish Gervin. She said the stream's a bit choppy. We know that, Hamish. We've got issues with technology due to the fact there's about a crowd three times the size of the Wellington Lions versus Bay of Plenty crowd last week.
You would be pushing it hard. We certainly haven't had this many numbers at Evans Bay Park.
I hope you're enjoying the live stream, Hamish, anyway, from Akara.
Henry Feddo said it's like watching photos of a game. Sorry, team. We know we've got bandwidth issues. We're just doing the best we can. Wellington College scrum inside the 20. Good shot from St. Pat's Town. Solomon looking for the cutout ball. Finds Jacobs. He shows and goes over the top to Mayo. Can he get the hands for a good tackle on Mayo? Wellington College there in numbers. They're going to build some phases here. Through Riley. In the midfield.
Chapman's got that. Oh, he's penalised.
Right. What's he saying? Was a double blow at the whistle. He's going to get a yellow card. For what
card
for?
For what?
Oh, no card. Okay.
called out.
Why didn't he play advantage there? Was that ball not coming out?
No, Chapman had turned over the ball.
Okay.
Shell shocks in Patstown at the moment.
Yeah, I think they are. Probably just the confidence is knocked a little bit. Plenty of noise in the sideline, a lot of hype. And Solomon will take another 3 points, which will push us up to 20.
This could be the stroke of half time.
Oh no, we were 17.
It's half time, JP.
$20 to 5, won the college over St. Pat's Town. It's been the Stanley Solomon show here for Wellington College.
All points.
Yeah, he's kicked all points. Look, he's picked up a try, opportunist try. And St. Pat's Town coming in early with a 5-pointer, but just really struggled to maintain possession. Going to give them a few silly little penalties.
Yeah, look, I don't know what they're going to do into the second half. I just wonder that they're a team that they just need to get on a roll and need to carry harder. But at the moment, they're probably technically getting outplayed. Some refereeing issues with some penalties being given away, and it's a tough day at the office so far.
Just going to see if maybe we switch cell phone providers to see if we can get some more bandwidth. I'm just having a look at my phone to see what I'm getting, and I'm only getting 29 megabits a second, and I only need about a solid 4. So half-time, St. Pat's Town. What's probably the 2 or 3 key messages in that huddle? In the
St. Pat's Town huddle, I think we've just got to go back to what they're good at, go back to the basics, carry, get Chapman and Bellucci. I'd like to see a change made maybe on the wing for Sewer. I think they need a better or a more explosive option at 10 or 15. They're just getting no reward from their backs at the moment, and Metric just needs to probably take this game by the scruff of the neck also.
What's the saying there? 21. Got scoreboard issues as well. It is actually 20 points to 5. Look, well in the college, you just expect more of the same, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure.
Keep putting pressure. If Sewer stays on the field, kick to him, put the ball in behind, kick chase, hit some rucks and make the tackles. If they can put Chapman and Collins down early, they'll be in this game and they'll come with a solid win.
They've come on. Most of it's come off the back of St. Pat's Town mistakes, and we talk about drop ball over the touchline. We talk about missed line outs. We talk about being urgent over the ball down here. So I'd be really interested to see how they attack this, and it's just got to be. I mean, as you say, Wellington College won't change. Solomon will kick the absolute living proverbial out of the pill, and it won't bother him, and it won't, and he'll just keep kicking, turning this big forward pack of St. Pat's round. I expect some change at the half time. Whether they come or not from St. Pat's, is another question. But at the moment, it looks like a long way back for St. Pat's Town. But rugby is rugby, JP. Anyone watching?
Oh, yeah, plenty of people watching. We've got got some people tuned in from the States. Brandon Turner, all the way from Atlanta, and Trudy Nelson's in Auckland. We've got people all over the place. We are really sorry about the stream.
We just need a new antenna, that's all, JP.
I'm actually missing one of my antennas, Cal. I've just realised. The mobile one's good.
So Pat's team now in their huddle. They've had their little, backs and forwards discussion down in the huddle, getting the last words from Ross Bond. Are pretty fired up, I'm sure, Ross Bond. He'll have... you just wonder whether those words need to be calm, JP, to say, you've got to carry more, you've got to keep it tight, etc. I'll be interested to see the changes they make. Another message through. Hamish Gerben in Akaroa did enjoy his call out. JP, he's a delegate for the X-Men. Of course, the X-Men hosting the aftermatch between St Pat's and Wellington College tonight, and good on them. Keith Quinn, I think's him seen it. Hamish would have been there, but he's in Akaroa. He was on a boat this morning, and he's probably 7 Steinlagers deep.
All right. Okay, hold on.
Great friend of Stanley Solomon's father, as he said before, and Paul Bracewell. As the Wellington College team make their way back, St Pat's remain in their huddle. But it has been the Stanley Solomon show in that first half. 20 points to 5. They lead Jenny and home St Pat's College, and the Wellington College team will be pretty happy. Tingar Pickering remains on. Tatum Bond's day is done. Jack Sewer's day is done. No surprise. Our number 19, Ronnie Safani, is on the field.
We may have a change to the the broadband unit that may make things a little bit better for us at Evans Bay Park. A St Pat's down kick towards the Evans Bay gym end. And as Mullet's good carry from him early as they'll set to exit through Solomon, who's deep in the pocket. Onto the right boot, carves off good metres. Here comes Furiaba, the little fullback from town. It's going to go to the air. It's high and wide, and it's not gone by Solomon. And just a little bit of feeling here from St Pat's Town. That's a good little win early in the first half.
Good start, Solomon. He ran back after halfway and gave the crowd a bit of a G up. He had a good first half, yes, but you got to focus on the next 40 minutes. And he dropped it stone motherless cold.
Here comes St Pat's Town. So on at 22 is Dallas Natoli, son of Tony Natoli.
Yeah, like this kid. Tough guy.
Toughest Italians in Island Bay, I tell you.
Yeah, Natoli and the halfback Burns has gone to first 5. So this is an interesting move from Andre Belder made this move. This was the half combination that played against Wellington College.
Chapman, first receiver. Guess what he's going to do? Straight up the guts. Straight over 1 and 2.
Chapman tried to get up there but was held back. It's Collins.
St Pat's Town working the 1-2 punches. They come to the left-hand side. Here comes Potham with the mullet.
He goes good, Potham.
Goes very good. Kuresa keeps his feet. St Pat's Town building momentum 5 metres out. As they come around the corner and again they got close. Fairmate's right there. Ball's up.
Got to go.
Fungi's going to have a go. He's high though. Spins and twists and turns. Ball's there for St Pat's. They're taking their time.
Chapman and Collins are out in the mid here. Get Chapman and Collins. Bellucci's looking for it. Doesn't like what he's seen. It's under advantage. Collins must. Oh, they go wide.
They've got big mismatch here. Someone needs to straighten.
He's
dropped it. We may come back for the advantage. Oh, Bucky. First 15 rugby puts a bit of pressure on these guys.
Yeah, it was Crawford who gave Solomon a bit of a what for after Solomon dropped one and Crawford's dropped one, but they have gone back for the penalty. It's under advantage. St Pat's have called a scrum. How are we looking bandwidth wise?
Well, we're looking better. So if you're a geek at home, I've got 2 aerials. I've got a 3G and a 4G. I've lost one of the aerials and I probably had on the 3G and it should be on the 4. So we're probably getting a better connection now to the cell site. And we're hoping for all green in the second half, Bucky.
All green. Again, I wonder whether St Pat's, this going wide. I mean, we had Collins and Chapman sitting basically there.
Yeah.
They look their best. Don't be surprised if Collins carries off the back of the scrum here with his Bellucci up his backside. Both crowds, this is anticipation, this is football.
Tolly with the feed. Is that Collins? Yeah, that's Collins at first receiver. Oh, sorry, no, it's Jordan Chapman at first receiver. Collins is packed down at 8.
Is this going past Chapman, do you think?
No,
he's
having a go now. Off the back comes Collins. Nephew of Jerry Collins playing in his old jerseys. They pick and go around the corner. So bats down. Good momentum up over the line. He's held up though.
He's got to roll that 4 away.
He held up. So that'll be a 22 restart. Goal line dropout, of course. Oh no, he's got the arm out actually. No, he's scrum, penalty advantage.
The other semi-finals, one-way traffic. Silverstream leading Rongotai 33 points to 0. So once and Patstown will be in the final.
Yeah. How are our internationals going? Anyone tell us how those internationals are going? They're across the road here at St. Pat's Town. Yep.
By a lot. Anyway, back to the action here at Evans Bay Park. St. Pat's having a good period. 4 minutes gone, second half. The change from Natoli at halfback. He's gone the other way. He's found Chapman. Chapman steps. Good tackle. Great tackle on Chapman. Chapman's strong enough. He holds the ball.
Oh, big clean out the side.
That's Big Ronnie.
Set up Fungai. Comes to a Possum. Possum goes close. Inches are needed for St. Pat's Town. Fairmaid's right there.
The ball's got to come for Bellucci. Bellucci's in the pocket here.
He needs to support though. That's a try.
That is a try. Look at Bellucci.
Luca Bellucci, the Italian stallion. So St. Pat's Town took a little bit of time, but they built good momentum. They showed some patience. They're picking and going around the edges, Bucky, which you've been asking for the whole game.
Yeah, they didn't panic when Chapman got double-teamed. Very good double-team tackle by Wellington College, but he was strong enough to secure the ball. They win again. Ronnie Safani, this guy, this big bopper, 15 years of age, as you called it, a big clean-out on one side and the 19 jersey. Natoli for this. He's good goal kick in Natoli. I'll be happy to have him on the park in the second half.
Yeah, he's a very good goal kick from what I can tell. There's plenty of noise here and feeling. Natoli drills it.
God, there's a bit of smack being talked out there. Bellucci scores a try and starts giving up the old this to the Wellington College players. The Natoli kicks a scrubby conversion, and the guy charging through gives him a gobble, and the Natoli gives him one back. But we know with rugby these days, that when they don't just sort of walk off at the end of the game, and they sort of cuddle each other, and you know.
Oh yeah.
It's good footy though. I reckon Solomon will go long here. Pucker time for Wellington College on the sideline.
Probably not going to be able to hear anything for the next 5 minutes. Solomon goes deep and it's returned back down the midfield by Metric, and Solomon will pick up the bounce and will have a go. Steps off the left and the right. The arm gets put out by Blade, but he's going to play on. Supawanga to, I think it was the 6th from Wellington College. The arm's out, the advantage here.
Yeah, Higgs not rolling away.
Flat and wide, DeMayo looking for the cutout ball. Ball goes to deck. Hagen steps inside, 2 or 3, just looking for some support here. Big carry, big hit on Fa'alotova'a.
The numbers wider, they can shift it.
Oh, that's an offload. Looked like it went forward, but the advantage has been played.
I wonder whether Solomon will settle it down here and kick, look for the points.
Oh. all sorts of stuff happening here on the sideline, and there's plenty of action on the field as Solomon's going to have a shot at 3, and there's no win, so you think he'd go straight down the middle here, Bucky.
Yeah. Sharpshooter. Just to get up to 23 points to 12. He was out here very early on practicing his goal kicking. He doesn't like it. He's missed it.
Well, yeah.
I thought he was going forward to some cans and that being thrown. I wonder if there needs to be a bit of staff security.
Wayne Mills will be on it.
It's a long drop kick. That's a really good kick. Well taken by the number 7.
There's Miller.
Angus Miller, he's played well today. They're going well in college as their hooker rumbles it up. Got to be disciplined in the tackles and pats.
Solomon just carving off meters. Matoli will return fire, and he does very well down along the sideline, pushing Wellington College back into the corner as Solomon looked to bring him out on his right foot.
It's not out.
Furiava, he's got Metric outside him. He's going to go back onto his right foot. Just keep pushing Wellington College into that corner. We'll call it the Fartoni Philly corner. As Mayo shanks one to midfield. Metric. He finds wide open spaces out here. This ball bounces to the left.
50-22 maybe?
Yeah, it was a 50-22. Do we play that at this level?
Yeah, they do.
Yep. Yeah, that's 50-22.
No, he hasn't got it. Touchy's missed it.
Touchy's missed it. Oh no, here we go.
He's given it to Patchtown.
Yep.
Bernie Upton starting to crawl. You're worried about his line out, but Potham's been really good today, one of the best on ground. It's gone to Higgs at 2. Didn't look straight, but it's secured by big Ronnie! Hey! He's lost it on.
Oh, he's not to worry about that. Young 15-year-old. Ronnie Sofini. He's got to run at gaps, not shoulders. Trying to T-bone.
So Ronnie Safini's actually come on at blindside and Chapman's gone into 12.
Oh, right, okay. I
was trying to work it out because I couldn't see. I could see Higgs and Botham, and I was thinking Bellucci and Collins are on as well.
Yeah. Jerry Collins used to do that first 15 level. He used to just turn up at the back line when he didn't think the backs were going that well. I was talking
to Bernie Upton about it earlier on today, and he said they used to do it a lot with when they played at Niembel when it was a really heavy winter track. They'd chuck Will Mangos out there.
Yeah, he destroyed him.
And he'd just stand there and
Yeah, I remember that game very well. He played very, for a big fella. God, he's got some skills. Oh, Mangos from OBU is
penalty! Scrum penalty!
They go really so
Here's Collins.
Good momentum, they needed a 5-pointer. It's going to static in and around the corner. Here comes Ronnie. Ball slow for St. Pat's Town. They go straight through the middle.
Try! That is a try on off stick.
Garrett Caressa with the 5-pointer. St. Pat's Town come forward and back, Bucky.
Ding-dong battle. Try scorer the number 1 for St. Pat's Town. So next day he scored a couple against Hibs last week. He's been in really, really good form. Kicks this.
He must be the brother of Herman. Semafangai.
Referee's having a chat with Solomon here. There's something going on. He's called someone out.
I think he's going to the bin after the try was scored. Yeah, he is too. A bit of biff after the try was scored. So Wellington College will have one in the bin, and Natoli will have.
You got a red card or
two extra.
Is that a red?
No, it's yellow.
I don't know if this is the right place to walk him. I'll get the manager out here because this could turn quite nasty.
Yeah.
Look, he's still gobbing off at people. Let's see if he goes for an early shower.
$17 points to 20.
Here he
The
comes.
gap
Here he comes.
closes.
Tensions are high. 20 points to 19 I've got.
Well, Jamie Fairmaid's doing a lot of talking. He's good at keeping these young fellas calm, eh? Solomon will have the restart. Goes deep. Metric finds Jordan. Jordan's to the middle. Just up over the 20. Batoli. Box kick. Mayo's under. Great take from son of Tristan Mayo.
Yeah, straight over the ball, some pets down.
Yeah.
They'll be disappointed with that. Twice their exit plays have been poor. Solomon missed a penalty down there.
Yeah. Tristan played several games for Wellington Lions, I think. Back in Tristan Mayo, even a few games for the Lions, didn't he? He was a New Zealand, either New Zealand triple jump or long jump champ at one stage as well. The old man with some skills. Wellington College nudged this one into touch. They'll be looking for more than 3 points out of this possession. Here comes number 16 for Wellington College. Should have a look. Mako Blackman. Yeah, we don't quite have the Sky Sports set up, so we're right in the mix of the crowd. So we're getting a lot of noise coming through. We're doing our best, and good to see the bandwidth is stabilised.
Made a couple of changes, one in college.
Oh, it should be 19.
Current score, 20 points to 19, Wellington College lead. This has been an absolute ding-dong of a battle. Wellington College 20 points to 5 up at half-time. Seems to be a lot of changes being made.
Well, they ran a sub on number 16, so they got 15 on the field, so they need to send one off. So the guy whose yellow card got sent to the sideline, but then 16 ran on. So I don't know what's going on.
Big crowd anticipation. Game's been held up.
Finlay Hagan is hard and wide on this touchline. We're just trying to work out numbers on the field, I think.
16's on.
The referee's just having a chat with Piri Wepu saying, hey bro, you got 14 or 15 on? What are you doing? Oh, it's messy at the front, and Higgs picks one off of the line out. St. Pat's Town need a good exit here.
I don't reckon they want to kick it out. Oh, what's happened here?
Yeah.
Crossing over.
Was that from the kick, was it? Blocking on the kick?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit unfortunate for St. Pat's. They've done well to turn the line out over. It's Wellington College to go deep into the corner here. Town got to get their body position right.
Yeah, I wonder whether they'll attack this because of the Wellington College's reserve hooker. That first throw was terrible, so keep an eye on this one. They want to be cleaner. Sacked it straight away. And knock on. Yeah, really well done. That's Bernie Upland's coaching for you. Sacked it straight away to Higgs. Higgs and Potham at the start of the season. I mean, no disrespect to both of them, they were probably no better than the second 15 players. Potham in particular, a year off for basketball last year. and Upton and Willie Leota and his coaches have turned them into very good locks.
Well, their old boys are two of the hardest fellas you'd ever meet.
Yeah, they're really good dudes as
People
well.
don't fall far from the tree.
Just on these corners at Evans Bay, geez, it's tough to get out of them when you're down there, eh?
St. Pat's need to get out of their corner. This is a Mara St. Pat's commentary team, former St. Pat's Town old boys up here on the microphone. So if you think we're maybe a little bit biased, that's because we are. We want St. Pat's to win this 150%.
Here's Collins.
Wide. Looking to carve off meters. Gets on the half volley, does Mayo. He's looking outside him. Finds Solomon. He's looking for space wide, and he's got it. He'll drop the bounce. Fuyava, great take, steps inside 1 or 2. Get the arms for he does. Good tackle on the cover defence of Wellington College. Numbers there from St. Pat's Town. It's turned over.
I wonder whether a kick was a better option there. They've got to get out of here. They've got to get down to Wellington College's territory. They're trying really hard. It's been a great comeback from the Pats first 15. It'll be 15, 20 minutes to go still though.
Twenty gone.
15 to go. He's going to have a shot at goal, I think. He missed an easy one in front, but he's been very good today.
Matt Buck is standing right next to me, and I literally cannot hear a word he's saying.
Hey?
I cannot really hear a word you're saying. It is really noisy here. It's awesome. I love it.
We can't even see where the first 5.
Yeah,
I can sort of see the buffy here.
yeah, we can.
It's been really good today, Solomon. This is up towards the post. It's looking pretty good. It might just drift away, tuck in. It's over!
That standing strike from Stanley Solomon, who I think has scored all the points for Wellington College.
So Pats take it quickly. I like this option. How about this, JP? This is really good. I want to take...
Push them into Fatoni Philly corner. This is where St. Pat's Town wants to be if they want to build the pressure.
Oh,
Give away a penalty, though.
Another penalty. Fairmay's been very hot on some Pats in the last 10 minutes or so.
They're just probably pushing the edge a little bit at ruck time. They're a little bit over eager. They want to get those turnovers. They've got to know when to be patient in the right parts of the field. Got time to put pressure on that line out though, Bucky. The Wellington College starts struggling.
Let's see if Higgs attacks this one again.
Yeah, all sorts of strife over there.
Done for balking, I think.
Yep, balking.
Yep. Done for balking. I reckon Chapman just wants to tap and go here. Keep the ball. Here's Chapman.
Shows him go straight at the middle. Good defence in Wellington College.
Here's Collins.
Woo. Those cleaners are late from St. Pat's Town. They've just got to get in, get over that ball. They come around the corner. That's to be a penalty advantage. Ball goes backwards.
It's gone backwards.
Play on. Potham goes in and around the corner.
Potham knocked that on.
It's the effectiveness of the clean just isn't quite there today. We need to be sending a few more players to the right. Good defence in Wellington College. Off from Leona. He's wearing the 13 jersey, came out of the lines, picked up Collins 2 or 3 times today.
Crunch time now.
Wouldn't be much fun being a midfielder and the number 8 from the other team just to park up in front of you at half time.
It's So the number 8's off for Wellington College. He looks a bit dismayed, doesn't he? Well, either that or he's standing at first 5.
Oh, they've got to match numbers in the scrum at first 15 level. You got to have 7 on 7.
Right.
So
no, but the number 8 for Wellington College is standing off as well.
Yeah, but
so you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Okay.
You have to do it. You're not allowed to have a 7 on 8 scrum at first 15 level. Good push from Wellington College. Town rather. Solomon's just got to curve this one back nicely. Well taken. Bit of pressure on Pickering. As Filiava is looking for space and get trapped in the midfield. This is dangerous territory for St. Pat's Town. High tackle though. And he's going across field and isolated.
Yeah. They want to speed the game up here, St. Pat's, I reckon.
Burns will find touch.
What time you got, Michael?
I've got the same as you. I haven't 20.
10 to go?
Yeah, 10 to go. Well, I think the clock on the screen's looking good. St. Pat's Town need a 7-pointer. The Wellington College, they need a big stop here. Let's see if we get that drive going. Wellington College, they need to sack early. No,
Walking, that's poor
walking.
option. That's when the pressures come on, St. Pat's at 2 crucial times.
I could understand that chant. Well, I feel like most of the chants are still the same after I've been at school for 20 years, but they're all pretty similar. Did you win McKevitt Shield a few times here in the heydays, Bucky?
Yeah, 4 times. When
4 times.
Yeah. We didn't lose a college game between 5th form and 7th form in rugby either.
Okay. Yeah, we only got up over Wellington College once in my 3 years. There goes Poffin. Glide, cut out ball.
Ronnie.
Good carry from the big 15-year-old. They come around the corner again, rolling forward. It's Chapman. Taking a strong game against Metric, showing on the outside. Space here for Pickering. I think he tried to kick that and he's turned it over. The Town have maintained possession. Supporters in the way. Pick and go.
Zion Bucker, I think.
Yeah, that's Simon Bucket. He's a bit of a unit to come on. Good time from him. Good strong go. Toley, Blyde, running a great angle, a great tackle on Chapman. Blyde steps off the right, goes back into traffic. Good carry back up over the game line. Pick and go.
Oh!
From Collins. There was a high shot. Play on from Fairmaid. Town have had a lot of possession in this half, and the defence from Wellington College has been excellent.
Into the 22 they rumble.
Metric. Collins, good tackle on him. They've picked him up well in the second half.
Yeah, great defensive work, Wellington College.
Yeah, the defence of Wellington College they've shown great patience. They haven't given away penalties. Line speed's good, and they're putting the big fellas directly on the ground, which has then opened up the ball for them to turn over and create pressure at the ruck time. Excellent work, Wellington College. As much as I hate saying it. I spent a lot of time. Johnny Schwagler, the coaches of Wellington College, and Piri Wepa and Phil Cartonate growing up. So somewhat I can say I'm supporting them by being a good friend. Because they'll have thrown
Last
to the
chance
line
saloon shortly for St. Pat's, I reckon.
This will be Brisky, I think, in the headgear.
Turnover
from Hicks. Collins shows and goes. Good line spin. They get up over him, shrugs off 1 or 2. Matoli looks left, goes right.
Way.
Oh,
Collins' mistakes at crucial times, isn't it?
Yeah, look, Collins has had a look, didn't he? He's probably thinking about the right things as number 21 comes on for Wellington College, and that is Henry Walker. He's replacing Hagan, who's actually been pretty decent today.
$23 points to 19. 20 points to 5 at half time.
Oh, my scoreboard
Pats
hasn't
need some
updated.
luck now.
It says 23 there, not there. This one's going to the corner, you reckon, Bucky?
Good first hit from Wellington College, I thought.
Do you just put it straight up in the air down the middle, or do you try and play?
Yeah.
It's always dangerous when the winger drops back over here on the blind side. So the halfback's going to have to get around and take two players, should they choose to go left. If the halfback has a left boot, he can go down the sideline and pump it into the corner. Or he can probably gain about 40, 50 metres without being tackled.
Good game of footy so far. Scrum needs to settle. Good first shove from St. Pat's. Good second shove. Good tackle. Bellucci's over that. It's
Bellucci
turned over,
got it.
I think. Bellucci's got it.
Outstanding. Italian Stallion with the turnover.
Oh, he went again though to Bellucci.
Not releasing. Okay.
No, he's got,
I thought he had it.
Double movement.
6 or so minutes left in the second half. The semi-final Wellington secondary school footy here at Evans Bay Park. Brought to you by St. Pat's. We brought the gear down. Great to see the old schools fighting it out against who, you know, when I was at school, it was all about beating Wellington College. I don't know what it's like for you, Bucky, but we didn't worry too much about Silverstream, one of these other traditions. We only wanted to beat Wellington College. And we didn't do it very often either.
Wellington College have been really good today as they take the ball off the top out of the midfield. Cross kick this one.
They need the bounce. Yeah.
Offside. So Pats have to tap and go here, I reckon.
Is he in front?
Tough call.
I thought it was a good option from Wellington College.
Yeah, they scored 2 tries in the college game against St. Pat's with that kick.
Yep.
They've got to go out.
Carves off a few metres. Tense moments at Evans Bay Park. The subs roll on to the
7
field.
is off. Bellucci's day is done. A good shift from him. He scored a try.
Who's this, Bucky? Does this come on?
Bellucci and Khan Love
Khan
is
Love.
on.
Outstanding haircut does Khan Love have. There's some fantastic mullets on both sides. Fairmaid plays time on. Finds Potham. Another great take from the... Oh, I think just one knocked it on when he brought it down.
I reckon they played the ball in the air one in college, but he hasn't picked up on it.
Oh, he called not straight.
They called it for a knock on when he came down.
Oh, did he? Okay, I think James has had enough of the chat from both teams. Oh, it would be 2. Time to get on with the footy, boys.
Stephen Gray just messaged me, winning horse trainer out of Singapore. He's watching on the
Whoa.
live stream.
I haven't checked the comments actually. There's some shout outs. I was just getting abuse for the stream being really poor in the first half, so stop looking at my phone. Dave Wanden's in there. Scott Mudgway played about 5,000 first senior games of cricket for Javel.
207 people watching.
Plenty of good chat. Oliver Gaisley's coming in from KL.
I was wondering where Oliver had gone. I know he's gone on this world trip.
Yeah.
Where is he at the moment,
Oh,
Oliver?
he's KL by the look of it.
KL.
Doing a bit of a tour.
High ball's well on
Former
him up.
Wellington College student.
Gaisley on the front of the one.
Yeah, Gaisley Tour on the front. DM Miles for or Oliver for 10% off right now. Important moments here for Wellington College.
Yeah, this scrum's getting a bit messy. 23 points to 19.
Great crowd in here at Evans Bay Park. One of the best we've seen all year. And rightly so. St. Pat's Town home semi-final, but they're down here against Wellington College. They need a 7-pointer. Big shunt from St. Pat's Town. That'll go past the metre and a half of the penalty.
10 metres. He's marched him 10 metres.
Fairmate's had enough.
Fairmate's had enough of this, I think.
Yeah. He'd have sore eardrums after today. Both teams have been a little bit poor with the chat, I think, and should just focus on your own game and what you can control. I'm not a big fan of the chat in the field. So 19-22. St. Pat's Town need a 5-pointer.
Great kick from Natoli. It's a fantastic kick. This is it. This is showtime. This is who goes to the big dance.
We might
the line out has to be good.
We might get a reprieve from
all the training, all the time in the MSP gym, all the time in the wind. It's a beautiful day. They look at Higgs. Higgs calls it. They look at Popham. Higgs is up. He's got it.
Advantage.
Collins.
St. Pat's Town.
Knock on. So how far away? They're not far away.
He's going to play.
He's going to come back to the knock on.
Scrum, yep.
Yeah, he's gone for a knock on.
Probably last closing moments here, Bucky. It's been great to do a little bit of
absolute showtime here.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. JP, Michael.
Michael Holden, bringing it on. Yeah.
This is where Steven Spielberg, Michael Holden earns his money.
All right, this is it. St. Pat's Town, go home. It's not tears or beers. They probably can't have beers yet.
What does Collins look for here?
Oh, he's just got to have a go. He's just got to try look for a weak shoulder, get on the inside or outside, try not to T-bone, put the head down, and Metric needs to get on him early.
Where's Chapman?
He's at first receiver, yep.
There's Niggle on the front row. St. Pat's want to walk away from this.
Well, they've either got to go... If they get the right-hand side up, then Collins picks and goes. If it's static, I think they go to Chapman and Metric just gets on him.
Remember, you got a school of 700 versus a school of 2,000.
Natoli, good scrum from St. Pat's.
Really good scrum. Here's Chapman.
Good defence in Wellington College. It's been solid all day as they look
Where's Collins, though? Where's Collins?
He's in the midst. Pick and go around the corner to St. Pat's Town.
They want to go again. This is called a gubby.
That's close. That's really close. See my fung eyes right on the post. Fairmate's looking.
The ball's coming. Potham's under it, or Higgs.
They need the big boys around the ball here. They may not get another crack at this. It's up. One more scrum. No, held up. There'll be goal line drop out for Wellington College. Must be an injury time now. We probably haven't had that many injuries. 37 minutes gone.
Solomon, got to keep an eye on him. Gets us out, I reckon it's all over. Some Pats have had their opportunities, that's for sure. It's a great kick.
Great nudge, great metres. Pickering's going to go straight back up. Right, steps off the left and the right, looks for some space. Good tackle on him.
High shot, he's got it for a high shot. They want to play advantage here.
Sam Fungai gets the hands free.
Here's Collins, that style.
That leg drive.
Yeah. Oh.
Penalty for the, I think you picked up that high shot.
So can they kick this out? And they have to play the line out?
First 15 rugby, yeah. If they're doing, I think if they're doing goal line dropouts, then it must be the law.
Yeah.
Of course, the laws change as we come down the grades. And
what about the new rule in the NPC for the drinks break?
Oh, rubbish! Absolute rubbish.
It's a good kick from Natoli again.
Yeah, great nudge. Apparently, there's a great night was had at the Natoli residence after their win over Silverstring.
Yes, I hear that. I believe the Italian boy Bellucci didn't come to school the next day.
He would have been...
Because if he did, I don't think he'd had a lot of sleep.
In the principal's office. Here we go, St. Pat's down.
It's got to be accurate.
One last roll of the dice.
The hooker has played, Kasner has played the full 70 minutes. Goes to Higgs again, he takes it. Now they drive. They want to come back. They're rolling to the sideline. They want to come back here. They drive forward now.
Here we go.
Drive forward.
Here's the momentum. Come around the corner. That's close. Fairmaid's in a good position. Patience required from St. Pat's Town. I think he's short. I think that's it.
Willie Leota's on the field. I think they've scored the try, St. Pat's.
He's going to have a chat with the touchy. Town's walking back like they've... Well, this is interesting. He was right on the line. Wellington College looked like they were offside.
I think it's a penalty try, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it could be a penalty try. They've had a warning. Otherwise, it's game over if it's a knock-on or a penalty to Wellington College. And they will go through to the final. Bit of pressure on here.
Chat.
Yeah, long chat. I think they're trying to determine, was it a penalty advantage for St. Pat's Town? And if it isn't, then it's game over. If it is...
The touch judge is going into his pocket. He's probably getting the referee card.
Have you got, yeah. Have you got a yellow card?
The longer this goes on, I reckon, oh, here we go. I reckon the game's over.
Yeah, game's over. He's probably doing the right thing here just to keep things calm. It's a good game, Jamie. I think he understands first 15 rugby, didn't he?
Now talking to Wellington College, Stanley Solomon, who
no try, knock on. But
he's got them for a penalty,
that's
though.
A penalty, so penalty of knock on, but penalty advantage for being offside. So St. Pat's Town can take a scrum. Maybe if they kick it out, it's game over, so they're going to tap and go. Here comes the big boys to St. Pat's Town. Get it up over the line. They're up over the line. Is the ball down? That's down! Yes! St. Pat's Town wins! Yes! The final! And Matthew Buck's excited.
Oh, they need to get off the field, though. This is a disgrace.
St.
The game is not over.
Yeah,
the game is not over.
I'm sure they'll clear the field. Look, they've got every reason to be excited. We've not been to the finals in a long time, nor do we beat Wellington College very often. They've
the
come
try
back
has
from
been
behind.
given. What a performance. What a coaching performance from St. Pat's Town. They were on the canvas at half-time, 20 points to 5. Stanley Solomon was running the cutter. St. Pat scored early. And then Solomon missed a penalty. St. Pat scored again. He did kick a penalty.
Just showing a lot of bravery and courage from the St. Pat's Town team, led by Collins and Chapman. Metrics been at a great game. Kick to come. St. Pat's Town will leave the field.
The try has been awarded. The try has been awarded. Really poor form from the St. Pat spectators. But what a coaching performance this has been. What a performance it has been from Ross Bond and his coaching staff to get these guys off the canvas and maybe deliver the knockout blow. Or have we got more time?
I've commentated a few St. Pat's Town first 15 games. We haven't won many I've commentated. I think we've got this one locked and loaded, surely.
Someone's got to take the kick. That's the problem. They went back to...
Natoli's the best boot. Oh, no, he's... Yeah, Natoli's going to take the shot.
Easily the best boot.
Yeah.
I think he needs to start. He needs to start next week.
Yeah, I think...
If they play next week, and he needs to start because he is a very clever player. Now, I'm not saying
his
he
shoulders
needs to
are
start.
knackered.
I know they are, but he's tough.
Yeah.
And I think Caden Bond or the fullback need to make way for him. I wonder whether it'll be the fullback.
Yeah.
He's kicked it. It's up towards the posts.
We'll miss it,
it's
but
over!
St. Pat's down, come away victors here at Evans Bay Park, 24 points to 23. They will take the spoils. And oh so rightly, if you from St. Pat's Town, you'll know how much it means to beat Wellington College. It didn't happen very often in my day, not let alone, hosted semi-final Evans Bay Park. They were down at half time.
Oh, they were down. They were
down and out.
They were playing like a team that looked like they hadn't played together. The back three making a lot of mistakes. They didn't play smart football. They made a lot of mistakes. But all in all, it's done. And it's in the book. Weepu, the reserve, or the assistant coach, is angst up against the referee, but I don't think they can do anything. It's in the book, 23-19. 20, sorry, I shouldn't say that. 24 points to 23.
Well, we talk about those values and ethics of what it means to be a Dooley and attend this fantastic college.
Today.
It's that courage, that bravery has come through in the Dooley spirit. And to come back at half-time like that, Bucky, that shows something really special about this team.
It's about Sectare Freedom, isn't it? It's about holding firm to the faith and doing it, and they've done a wonderful job.
Wellington College throw bottles into the St. Pat's Town crowd. And the bottles are probably returning fire.
Oh, no.
We'll leave you here at Evans Bay Park. Thank you very much, Matthew Buck, Michael Holden, the three former St. Pat's Town boys with the call today and bringing it to you. We had a great day. We're really privileged, and I don't know what the deal is next week. We're in the win or where the final is or who they're playing.
I'll give you the tip. It's amazing because Wellington Rugby, in their wisdom, which hasn't impressed a lot of people, especially in the college ranks, have the Pride played 11-15 at Jerry Collins. Then the 2-15 game is the Wellington Lions versus Northland, and these fellas played the 4-15 game.
Well, that's
all
cool.
At Jerry Collins, but these kids, the issue is they haven't played under lights.
Yep.
The lights, this game is normally held on its own on a Sunday afternoon,
yep.
And that's what disappoints me. And I think, yeah,
Sky's there. They want to put it up in lights, so I can sort of understand that, but it's always tough playing at night when you haven't played so well.
Bernie Upton, the coach, with his red chair, comes towards us. We might stay in and get a comment from Bernie if we can. Can we hold? Yeah, we'll stay and hold for the haka. I'll just try and get Bernie over here.
Well, that first half, bandwidth issues, turnovers, all sorts of calamity.
Bandwidth.
Bandwidth issues. Yeah.
See if I can get Bernie Upton.
We're just going to see if we can have a chat with Bernie.
Yeah. He's not answering his phone. Bernie!
Just going to bring the coach over. Bucky's going to wind him over. I'll jump down here and see if I
go down here.
Yeah.
We'll stay with the haka. I think Michael's got the haka. What a performance, though.
We'll have a yarn to Bernie while they throw down a haka. Former Hurricane.
Let's bring him in, Bernie Upton.
He might be a silver streamer, but we'll shake his hand because
I'll ask the first question, Bernie. They were out on the canvas at half time. They were outplayed. They were making terrible mistakes. They wanted to shift the ball wide in the first 5 Wellington College round the colour. What changed? What was the messaging at half time?
I think where we've had all of our success this year, and Bucky, you've seen it, is a lot closer to the ruck.
Yep.
So we pivoted to going around the corner, cleaning past the ruck. I felt our forwards had dominance in phase play. and we probably went wide a little bit earlier, compromised at the breakdown. We also struggled to get out of our half, and I think we did that a lot better in the second half.
What about the forward effort in that second half? The line out, Ben Higgs outstanding. I thought Charlie Potham had his best game of the season. Probably outshone a guy like Jordan Chapman, who was double teamed, it looked like at times, and Jeremiah Collins. I think Bellucci was pretty good, but also the changes at half time with Ronnie coming on, and also the change at 12 and 9 made a big impact.
Yeah, there's contrasting styles. We're a lot better closer to the ruck bucky, as you saw. Not so much on the width. So yeah, we brought Ronnie on. We moved Jordan to 12. That suited the way that we wanted to play, and I think that change paid dividends for us.
Silverstream 55, Rongotai 0. How do you beat them out there? You've beaten them once already. It'll be a hard, fast track at Jerry Collins.
Yeah, I think probably that second half is the recipe. Silverstream doesn't have a dissimilar game to Wellington College. Our strength is through the middle. There's no point being deceptive about it. I think every team knows it, and then it's just about how well we execute on the day. Second half was a good prototype of that. First half, not so much.
What was happening behind the goal line there, Bernie? We know you're an emotional coaching staff. These boys took it right down to the wire. Was it emotional towards the end?
Yeah, it is, and I actually like to think I'm pretty calm, Bucky, but my heart rate was through the roof at the end. But I think that just shows how much we care. It was emotional. There was a tough call, I think, for the refs at the end. They were stressing that a little bit. I think, do you know what? It was a close game. The teams were close, but I felt that we deserved to come away with a win in the end.
Bernie, congratulations. I was going to say we'll see you. Well, I will see you at Jerry Collins Stadium next week. Well done, and well done to the rest of the coaching staff. And it's always good to get one over Wellington College.
Thanks, guys, and thank you, St. Pat's and MSP community. Appreciate the support.
Well done, mate.
It's Bernie Upton, former Hurricane and Chief, and of course one of the assistant coaches here at St. Pat's. What a win! What a win! What a win!
Well done, mate.
Well, that's us done and dusted. A win to St. Pat's, thanks to St. Pat's Rugby. St. Pat's running out winners, 24 points to 23.